I was sitting in the family room, watching the evening news in silence. This chair, this moment, this quiet time. It was mine. The joints eased, the world slowed, and for once I wasn't needed by anyone. The front door slammed open. I didn't turn my head. I already knew who it was. My son-in-law walked in like the house belonged to him. He stood in front of the television, picked up the remote, and switched it off. The screen went black. "Go to your room, old woman," he said. "I have the game on." The living room is mine now. The silence that followed was heavier than his words. I looked toward my daughter. She stood there holding grocery bags, her eyes fixed on the floor. She said nothing. In that moment, something inside me became very clear. Not anger, not sadness. Clarity. I stood up slowly. My knees cracked, loud in the quiet room. My son-in-law had already collapsed onto the couch, opening a soda, turning up the volume, as if I had disappeared. I walked to my bedroom, not to cry, not to hide. I opened the bottom drawer and took out a folder I hadn't touched in years. Inside was the deed to the house. My name was printed clearly at the top. Owner, Celeste M. Everson. I took my keys, slipped them into my pocket, and walked back through the living room. My son-in-law smirked. "Taking a walk? Don't get lost," he laughed. I didn't answer. I opened the front door, paused for one last look at the walls I had cleaned, the home I had paid for, the people who no longer saw me. Then I stepped outside and closed the door behind me. That night, I stayed in a quiet hotel room. For the first time in years, the silence felt safe. I made one phone call. "I want to evict 2 people," I said calmly. "They live in my house without a lease." The lawyer didn't argue. He understood. The next morning, a man in a sharp suit rang my front doorbell. "An eviction notice. 30 days. Panic followed. Phone calls. Messages. Anger. I didn't respond. I turned off the internet. The cable. The extra credit card. Not out of revenge. Out of order. When my daughter finally reached me, her voice shaking, I spoke slowly. "I am not angry. I am done being invisible in my own house. This is not punishment. This is reality." There was silence on the other end. That day, I didn't lose my family. I reclaimed myself. Respect is not given by age. It is taken back by courage.